Hello there. Today, we'll be solving some lore on NotHola's channel. When we check out his main page, everything seems normal. But there was one video that really stood out to me. Super fun daycare. Basically, NotHola, or the main player, falls asleep and ends up in another place, aka the super fun daycare. There's actually one scene in Super Fun Daycare where it shows a lot of stuff in the daycare, and we can manipulate some lore in these scenes. We can actually see the sign that says a wanted poster for Bloxer B worth $100 million worth of bounty, which is probably not important to the actual story of Super Fun Daycare, so that's why I just brought him up. Also, in this scene, we can see a bunch of weapons and weird portals and stuff on the walls, which shows that it's not really a super fun daycare. Next, we enter this room. This sign says Starving Chamber, which just shows that the owner of the daycare, or this guy, is trying to starve people by using the glove to sleep them here and, all this stuff. But this could be a really cool detail in the lore, so let's just keep it going. When we keep watching, we can see this sign. It says death so far, 846 deaths. You can see a skeleton with wings. So this just shows how the owner of the daycare or someone else is killing the people that enter the daycare. Alright, I just had to cut it off again because it shows Bob, Gerald, and John. These seem like people that used to live in the daycare or just play here for fun. But then they got lost. Some of them says deceased, heavily injured, but they just don't know where they are. It's very serious. When NotHola enters this room, he sees a button. And when they press it, a door opens. And we see an exit door, and this, and that. And we find that it was just all a trick. And the owner of the place is trying to be nice, but we all know that he really isn't. Then suddenly, everything in the room changes, and they enter a portal. This place is filled with stuff, except for these glowing eyes that NotHola tries to go through, but they just wouldn't work. I think these eyes play one of the bigger roles in Super Fun Daycare because they obviously look intimidating and they kind of rule the world. And if you saw the room, everything the gravity was kind of altered. Maybe that this monster can change the gravity, but that also seems familiar to something else in the daycare. This room, we saw it for a glimpse, but could the monster be below this room? That's one of the only explanations for gravitational pull. If we go back to the monster stuff on this board, we can see anomaly B18C's status, and it says in Funland. And if we go back to that part of the video, there's a sign that says Funland. Just take a look. See, look, this sign says Funland, which means that if the anomaly B18C's status is in Funland, that means now we know the monster's name, which can be used for some more lore. Then the pilot just ends with the daycare being destroyed and everything collapsing, and NotHola, or the main player, goes into another portal and once again meets the weird monster. But that doesn't solve everything. We need to go back to NotHola's main page to find out some more lore. Take a look. By the way, you should subscribe to NotHola. He makes really good content and stuff. Check it out. Anyway, in the beginning, I showed you this picture, which is on NotHola's community post, which kind of looks like someone else, if you know what I mean.